Goodness gracious, look at her. Black with the stainless steel. Could it get much prettier? Today we're going to be taking a look at this OBS engine Nano RTA. It's just like the Engine 25, guys, except it holds single coils instead of dual. So if you're the type of vapor you're looking for a single coil RTA that's 25mm in diameter, that holds a little over 5 mils of juice, that's got easy top fill, it's got a buku of top airflow, well, then this puppy may be for you. And here she is, the OBS engine Nano RTA packaging. And inside that packaging, you will receive your OBS engine Nano RTA, an extra glass tube, a baggie of extra goodies which includes a pre-built fuse, Clapton extra O-rings, and 2 extra hex screws. Comes with an Allen key tool, a sheet of organic Japanese cotton, and last but not least, a user manual. Back to the OBS engine Nano RTA, a few specs for you. First of all, it comes in 2 different color options. You can choose black with stainless steel accents like you guys see right now, and I think this thing is absolutely gorgeous. It also comes in just regular stainless steel. She's 25mm in width and she's 50mm in length. At the base, she's got smooth 510 threads, a non-adjustable protruding gold-plated 510 pin, and it also says at the base, designed by OBS, and then it says Engine Nano. She's got triple adjustable airflow. You grab a hold of this ring up top and you just turn, and whatever you adjust on this side is going to be the same all across the board, and she does spin in 360, and this is the perfect amount of restrictiveness. It also has top fill. You grab a hold of this piece right here, pull up, and you can fill her up, and she holds 5.3 mils of e-liquid. So yeah, just like the Engine 25, you got plenty of room to fill. I mean, you could pop any glass dropper in there, any plastic dropper, and it's closed off on this side, which means you could just tilt it down like that, fill her up. It's easy peasy wood is sleazy. When you're done filling her, you just push her down and you're good to go. The only con of this is over time, juice is going to get, stuck on this right here, this little ledge, and as you push it down, it's going to push juice back on the outside of the tank. That may be a nitpicky con to you. And with this Engine Nano RTA, just like the 25, the Engine 25, it comes with the same exact drip tip. Love this drip tip. I think it goes so well with this device, how it goes out. It's kind of like bell shape, but yeah, it's a standard 510 Delrin drip tip. It is a snuggy duggy fit, dual O-ring down here at the base. And here's the top. You got the stainless steel accents. Again, I love the stainless steel accents, the black with the stainless steel. It really makes this device pop. Alright, so to unscrew the top cap or the fill section from the tank section, it can be a pain in the butt. When you first get it, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle getting it off. It was for me anyways. It's got to be mentioned as a con. But you pull up on the fill section, you grab a hold of this piece right here, and you just unscrew it. Now, it's easy now that it's juiced up, okay? So the way I recommend doing it is clean it with everything together, okay? Obviously, unscrew the base section, but clean it with everything together, fill it up, vape it, put a few tanks through it, and then it'll be easier to get this section from this section apart. So yeah, this is the tank section, which is screwed into the base. You get the glass tube, which slides off like so. Then you can unscrew the tank section from the base section. So like I said, this is for you single coilers out there. This deck section, it's got 2 posts, staggered post slots, as you guys can see, and I'm running just a standard space A1 24 gauge build. This is the way that I've been wicking her, and the juice that I'm using is a 60 VG 40 PG juice. That's what I've been using mostly in this tank, that and 70 VG 30 PG juices, and this is how I wick it for both of them. I make sure that my wick on each side is just touching the base and covering up those slots. You don't want to stuff the cotton down there. You want it to be nice and full. And this is what the deck section looks like without the build and the wick. You got your wick slots right there, your positive connection, your negative connection, uses hex screws as you guys can see, and you got your stagger post slots. You got a notch on one side, a notch on the other, a larger notch on this side, a smaller notch on this side. The juice, it just sits down in here, and like I said, you want your wicks touching at the bottom on each side, just touching, and that juice that sits down at the bottom will wick to the coil. That's how this bad boy works. But yeah, you got this top airflow up here, and that's able to travel down in between the dual layer of this chamber section through these 2 slots, out the 2 slots, directly to the coil. Again, a close-up view of the tank section, and the threads on the tank section and the base section, they are very fine. Not horrible threads, but they're just fine threads. And you got an O-ring down here to pad it in, secure it, keep everything sealed in. Again, you want to line these notches up with the notches down there. So you got the big notch over here, the small notch over here. So the big notch lines up with the big notch over here. The small notch right here lines up with the small notch down here. Next step, pull this sucker up and then fill her up. Push that sucker down and you can adjust your airflow to your preferred. First, the pros. 1, it's a single coil RTA. It's easy to build on. The post holes, I like how they're offset. It makes it easier and more convenient to install your builds, to install your leads. Also, the hex screws, I like them. I haven't had any issue stripping the hex screws. Top airflow, you get a ton of it. Here it is wide open. Smooth as a baby's bottom. If I close it off halfway, it's still going to be smooth. If I close it off even more, still going to be smooth. Even more, still going to be smooth. You could do your mouth to lungers if you want. You got to close off pretty much all the way, or you could do your massive lung hits. The airflow hoggers are going to like this. It's well beyond restrictive, but you can adjust it if you want your restrictive lung hits. It's just great top airflow, and I also like how it travels down and hits the side of the coil. That's a pro. And also with this Chuckalucker having the top airflow, just like the Engine 25, it's pretty much leak proof. It's got easy top fill. You just pull up, you fill up, you push down, and she's good to go. And she holds a good amount of juice, a little over 5 mils like I mentioned. Just like the Engine 25, really dig this bell-shaped Delrin drip tip that comes with this, and the fact that it is a standard 510 drip tip makes it another pro because you can use your favorite standard 510 drip tips with this tank. Also, the fact that this is 25 millimeter, I love my 24 and 25 millimeter devices, and it looks great on the AL Smock, and I just love this AL Smock. If you missed the AL Smock video, I'll post a link down in the description. Check it out. I think it's a great mod, great for the size, stealthy, it packs a little punch, and it looks great with your bigger devices. But yeah, back to this OBS Engine Nano RTA. Love the black and the stainless. I think this is, man, looks way better than just the stainless. It looks more different. Stands out more. That's why I like it. Oh yeah, the price point. I'm seeing online prices average between 30 and 40 bucks for this sucker, and I think that's a steal for what you get. Now, the only con that I found for this tank is the top fill. Even though it's easy to fill her up, it's got that suction thing going on, so when you pull up and then you push down, it collects the juice, or it pushes the juice back on the outside of the tank, just like that. So I got juice sit on the outside of the tank. Now I need a paper towel to wipe her off. That is the only con that I found for this. Everything else about this, pro central. Now on to the big question, the big answer of the day. Hey Rip, if you lost her today, would you go out tomorrow and buy one? And the answer is I would. I like single coil devices, single coil RTAs especially, and the fact that it holds a good amount of juice. It's 25 millimeter. It's got easy top fill. It's got, a buku of top airflow. And because it's got the top airflow, it makes it pretty much leak resistant, leak proof. I could carry this around and not have to worry about it leaking ever. Hell yeah, I'd buy this. Now on to the giveaway. That's right, I'm giving away one of these black OBS Nano RTAs. Gotta love the black and the stainless. Again, I'm gonna mention that. It just looks so damn sexy, but I'm giving this one away. It's brand new, and what you gotta do to participate, here's what you gotta do. You gotta, 1, be a loyal YouTube subscriber of mine, and 2, comment down in the comment section either your Instagram, your Facebook, or your email. One of those will work. And then within the next few days, I'll pick one lucky random winner, get their mailing address, and get this bad boy sent out to them. Good luck. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, well then like it down below. And if you want to see more of me, subscribe for more. This is Rip Trippers, and remember, smoking is dead, vaping is the future, and the future is now.